Okay, so on to the next battle. We have Jewel Knights taking on Justice as Cece battles Cosmic Heroes. Um, I'm pretty sure Cece knows to deafen herself so that she doesn't hear anything that's being said in the commentary, so that should be fine.
My opinion about Cosmic Heroes is that their biggest weakness is going against perfect guards.
No, the biggest weakness of every Dimension Police deck is your ability to guard it. It's just how you guard it. For Metalborgs, it's how many zeros you have in hand. For Dimension Robos, it's how many small units you have in hand so that even guard break does nothing. And for Cosmic Heroes, it is can you perfect
It's
guard?
really
Because Cosmic Heroes are the one that can pump themselves up so much that if you can't perfect guard, you're not blocking them.
exactly that's basically their weakness in a sense. If they go against
Cece's doing her normal grade 2 rush.
this is a pretty harsh rush.
So because that hit, it can actually Soul Blast one and grab a Jewel Knight from the deck and call it.
And to another plus 10k. Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah. Perfect guard.
That's actually
And a Laurel lost.
long.
Also keep in mind the critical trigger is going to go back to the deck and give CC a draw.
That's also very true because she
So
has a Jewel
despite
Knight Vanguard.
what she did to rush, she used almost no hand.
Mainly because of freaking Sword Me. Sword Me plus Drive Check plus the skill. Really, you lost nothing basically.
Well, that's one of the reasons why Sword Me is so good that they had to literally say, you can't use Sword Me in a deck that has anything other than a Jewel Knight grade 3. Because this is ridiculous and Sanctuary Guard gets too much out of it.
They banned it for that reason. They banned it and they made it literally clear for that reason.
Yeah, they had to.
Wow, I've been gone for way too long.
Using it with Sanctuary Guard or Ultimao in general, basically because most of the Royal Paladin support revolved around calling grade 2s from the deck, or at least the G support did, Sword Me became the ultimate grade 2 to use in that situation because it calls a grade 1.
It gives you a legitimate free G1
Yeah,
for Regalia, and it gives you a free 3k to board.
basically anything you use that calls a grade 2 like that, it gives you an instant it gives you an extra column to attack with just for a Jewel Knight counterblast, which means all you have to do is put your grade 1s and triggers as Jewel Knights, which is really easy actually. You could quite literally do that with any deck you want.
And that's what a plan restricted Sword Me.
Well, not clan restricted, they deck restricted. If your deck, even if it's all Royal Paladin, if your deck has even one grade 3 that is not Jewel Knight, you can't use Sword Me.
That kind of hurts a lot of people.
It did, but at the same time, people adapted.
Yeah, because they started banning.
Okay, this is
I think that's what the
interesting.
black.
We see this, right?
Okay, this
He's
is.
trying to have Laurel go the hell in. Not go in, go the hell in.
But the thing is, he knows that she has the grade ones.
Well, he knows that she has a perfect guard, but at the same time, X Phoenix's ability, if she blocks it, then he gets a draw. Then he gets a draw. No,
Regardless,
never mind. That's not what's gonna happen. Oh well, it might if he gets a trigger and decides to give it to Vanguard.
He basically used it to bait out the perfect guard.
Pretty much. He gives the trigger to Vanguard so he can get his draw. He's going to put the crit to something. Okay, he put the crit onto Grand Revolver. If Grand Revolver hits, Cece takes 2 damage and Hyoma countercharges 2. And that's exactly what's going to happen.
Yep.
Hyoma did not countercharge 2. I don't think he realized he had the ability to do that.
This is why he almost should stick to Nova Grapplers.
Now, Cece uses Ultimile. Really good staple card because no matter what you use it with, it has use. Calling a grade 2 as soon as you
For free.
put it there. And you also give plus 3k to the front row, so the 9k's hit for 12. Numbers that have to be blocked. So 17 at the Vanguard. He knows what happens if that's allowed to hit, so he's not doing it.
He fell for it the first time.
Well, more like it was so early in the match he couldn't do anything about it. It's not falling for it if that's the case. Stand trigger.
Stand trigger.
Double stand trigger, but
Yeah,
only one works the way she wants it to.
Get wrecked.
So he has to know how hard he has to guard this because of what will happen if he doesn't.
If he doesn't guard us, he basically lost.
If he doesn't guard it, another heat wind should come out.
The man also forgot about Grand Beat in the earlier turn.
Grand Beat?
Yeah.
No, he didn't forget about Grand Beat. If he had rested Grand Beat, he wouldn't have had 4 units in the... He wouldn't have had 4 units on the field to do Laurel's skill, so he would have lost a chance to do that.
Essentially, he just basically... He used it to bait out the perfect guard. So he could have used Grand Beat anyway to just get a free draw.
No, because at that point she has no reason to not guard.
That's also true. That's another cross gallop. What I hate about that is it gives 4 trigger checks, actually.
It gives 4 trigger checks, but that should be all it does unless he does this turn in a very specific way.
If he actually gets the Laurel skill, this could be a problem.
Let me put it this way. In order for him to get the 40,000 power he needs in order to give the front row 4k, well, that's a start. Actually, that did it. That did it, but he has to do it unboosted in order to try to do Laurel.
Just to just getting it to 35,000.
No, for Grand Drifter, well, getting it to 35,000 is easy because 35,000 is literally when you stride over gallop and boost. That's all you need to do. To get to 40,000, you need to put in a bit more work than that. Because most of the Dimension Police stuff increase the power by 4k. This is also the reason why I say that Cosmic Heroes don't work well with Laurel anymore, because there's a lot of things that he could be resting in order to, like, he could rest Grand Hop in order to get an extra power boost to Vanguard, and he could even get a countercharge from it. But if he chose to do that, he can't Laurel. Unless he decides to not Grand Beat. But if he doesn't Grand Beat at this case, in this particular situation, then he's not going to get the 40,000.
Actually, he still can if he goes Grand Hop into Soul Draw. He gets a counter charge. He calls an extra unit, and he can still get the Grand. He can still get Laurel in.
He could, but that's that's going so far in that he's hurting himself.
Sometimes the risk is needed, but either way.
Okay, he didn't get it. He didn't get it because he gave the Grand Revolver's skill to the rear. Oh wait, never mind. He's boosting. Oh wait, well, if he's boosting, he's not gonna... If he's boosting, he doesn't get... Okay, he's boosting, so no Laurel. Laurel is not possible. So Cece doesn't have to worry about Laurel unless a stand trigger appears, because that's possible.
That's what he's banking on.
No, I don't. I think he's just said, "Fuck Laurel, I need the power," because this very well could be 12 crit
Heal trigger.
Elder and Laurel.
and
And a free
crit.
crit. He has one more check also. And a free gallop.
Yeah, but that doesn't affect the guard, and I don't think he has any more counter. I don't think he has any more perfect guards.
He has nothing else to guard with, so
So
I
Cece
think
could
he
take
really
this
has
and be at 5 damage. I wonder if she's going to though.
if she could.
Oh, she's generation guarding. I didn't even see the discard.
I saw the discard happen already.
Oh no, I understand that the discard did happen. I was looking away from her hand and didn't see it.
Yeah, I feel like. You think she's gonna pop out the I thought she was gonna pop out the reverse.
If she did, she wouldn't be able to do anything with it because she's not at 4 damage.
Unless she got sword said,
I mean, you need Sable Me
unless they
on the
said free
you need
leader.
Sable Me on the field beforehand in order to do the in order to do the break ride.
That's also that's also true because she couldn't be able to get the break ride.
She couldn't get the break ride, and the limit break really wouldn't help in this case because Grand Revolver has resist. Grand Drifter's literally just sitting pretty. It's not gonna do anything because its skill is on call.
Exactly. That's actually good. I don't even free. Just like units that have resist just really make things a lot harder.
It depends. You have to fight around them. So Cece created a situation where he had no choice but to guard the rear guard because it was very obvious what she was gonna do if he didn't. He might no guard this. He might have to no guard this actually.
And he actually no guards this and since he gets two crits, it's GG.
That's kind of what she's going for.
She is Christine. Did she actually search out did you search out a grade 3 Jewel Knight?
You have to show a grade 3 Jewel Knight in hand first. The fact that she didn't means that she can't. Yeah, I think he's contemplating if he should guard because he can G guard because he did get a heal trigger last turn.
He hasn't seen a single crit, which actually puts him in a really hard situation. I wonder if he
Yeah, he's G
his
guarding.
attack
I
get
was
a heal trigger.
wondering if he had to no guard, but then I remembered he could G guard. So what this G Guardian does is
It just literally does
because the power of Cece's attack is more than 30,000, it gets a plus 10k shield. So
so
that
it's not
means it's the same
25,000
as the metal one.
plus the actual
Well,
plus the actual plus 4K, so that actually makes it 2 to pass. And now she's making it 3. He's making it 3 pass.
well, yeah,
This could also backfire.
it's
This could also
25k to make it 36, then
then plus
40,
40.
then the extra 5 for 3 pass. Yeah. Well, Cece got 2 perfect guards, so she shouldn't die next turn.
This is
But
true.
this is becoming a war of attrition. And
I feel like what would have sealed this match right now is that CC got a stand and 2 crits, and that would have been game.
I mean, that's asking for a lot because she already got 2 stands in a row.
That's also very true, which is actually a little
Okay, so
much.
he was about to use Grand Drifter, but then he realized he would have literally no counterblast afterwards. And X Gallop takes a counterblast, so He's just gonna not X Gallop.
He has enough. He has enough.
Now he's gonna X Tiger. He has enough face-up G units to make this devastating, but he also knows that his opponent has two perfect guards in hand, so it's not gonna hit.
He knows he has two perfect. I think his Drew is getting out the perfect guards right now.
Oh no, he's forcing out one. He's forcing out the perfect guards. Two, he has no other options. He doesn't have anything else he could do right now.
The only thing he can do is just push out the perfect guards and basically also.
He's at this
And
point he's pumping up the rear guard so that it hits for a number. He's pumping up the rear guard so that they hit for a number so that they do damage. Because he knows that Cece's just gonna perfect guard the Vanguard because 2 crit. So right now what he's hoping for is to get criticals on the rear and just have it kill something. Since that didn't happen at all, just gonna go for the rear.
to not give her any extra counterblasts.
And Cece's G guarding the rear guard, which is not a bad idea actually.
Perfect guarded.
Yeah, that means that the rear guard is protected and won't be hit.
At all.
Here's a problem though. If Cece cannot stride.
See, I don't.
Okay, she top decked a grade 3 and is gonna use it to stride.
Oh, there's your same blow.
Yeah, Cece has decided that she's gonna try to use Saint Blow to end the fight right here. She's trying to end the fight with Saint Blow, and it's not a bad idea. It might also work.
Two crit. If he doesn't have a perfect guard, he would have to literally guard with everything he has in his hand.
He's not guarding, so a critical ends the fight. Damn.
Híjole.
Pretty much every trigger that she could have gotten, except for the crit.
So,
But we did say that this is basically a war of attrition, and oh, he did not have his triple drive didn't give him any triggers or perfect guards or anything, so he just plain didn't have the guard to deal with the rears.
Poor Hyoma.
Well, good games. That was actually a really good fight. On to the next one.